We're going to talk. I don't know what we're going to talk. Why don't we talk a little Green Jackets, a little Masters. I just came back from the Masters, my trip to Georgia.
Was it
courtesy
nice?
of Jim Roney. Beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go see Augusta, go see it. It's well worth the price of admission.
I heard you guys walked a lot.
Oh man, walked for 5 hours.
Yeah.
I got an idea. You can tell the red face here. It's a little bit left over. But what a course! If you get there, the TV does not do it justice. You do not know how many hills are on that course. I don't know where in Georgia, but it's up and down.
That's
every
what Doug says. It's like
it's
up and down.
unbelievable. Like how even rolling it is. Like all the shots you hit, you have to hit here so they come down to a certain point. The guys pinpoint. But obviously, I want to talk about the people. You know what? Tiger Woods didn't win it. That Schwartzel guy won it, all right? He won the tournament. You know, they talk about, did Tiger lose it? No, Tiger didn't lose it. He shot his best and just couldn't get over the hump.
Tiger only had 2 of 4 good rounds.
Right.
He had a bad round and then a good round.
Right.
And then a bad round.
And then another good one.
round.
But it wasn't good enough. I mean,
Right,
you know, Schwartzel comes and shoots 4 birdies in a row on like the four holes in a row. He goes 12, 13, 14, and 15.
So anyone that's saying he's back,
yeah,
he did 2 good rounds.
He was there, but I mean, he was. Yeah, you got to take your focus off the poor young kid, Rory McIlroy. Talk about an ultimate collapse.
He was next to a house at one point.
Nine holes to go. He shanks the 10th tee shot into the cabins. There's only 10 cabins on the The announcer, Jim Nantz, goes, "I've never seen a shot in the cabins like that far."
Did he hit a tree after the
Well, no,
cabin?
he punched out, then he shanked another one into the trees behind the scoreboard. Then he chipped up and hit the tree chipping up. And he had a triple, a bogey, and a double bogey. Goodbye, Rory. Thank you. Thanks for stopping. But it was so bad that they took the camera off of him.
Really?
Like he didn't show him at all. Like it was so bad.
He pulled a Norman.
But then they had 5 or 6 guys right there at the end, and the Charles Schwartzel guy, he just kept playing. He got to the 17th hole, and all he had to do was par out, and he won. Yeah. And
didn't he do it in one last shot that he had to too? Nice putt. I was watching SportsCenter.
Yeah, he could. He had a couple strokes. He had 2 strokes to go, but he parred out. But I mean, the guys were all Tiger. Who cares? He's not even in there. There was 4 guys ahead of him, you know, and it was prime for a playoff, which would have been even exciting because these guys went and they were hitting shots in and in. I mean, Angel Cabrera, he was close, and then he fell apart on the 13th hole, I think. Well, but it was exciting.
When Tiger ended his round, he was like 1 out or something. But
he was right
there was
there.
a lot of golf left.
Right, there was a lot of because he was like in the 4th or 5th group back. You know, there's a lot of guys still playing.
He had to pray that someone really screwed up.
Right, he went in. I think tie for the lead or like 1 stroke. I think with a couple guys. You know, so it would have been a playoff even if he made it.
Right.
But I said if they would have got to the playoff with Tiger, I think they would have lost. But they would have had to play 10 and 18. They go back and forth, play 10, come back and play 18.
But they had to do 2 holes?
2 holes, yeah.
Okay.
I think they had to do 4-hole playoff, but they just keep reverting back 10 and 18. I don't know why they picked those holes. But.
What I don't understand is why I'm not a big golf guy. I've never even watched a tournament in my life or have even played in my life.
Should have watched this one.
I've never even played. I don't understand how all you guys that do watch golf, after someone like this South African lad wins, all you guys talk about is why Tiger lost.
No, I'm trying to say.
You talk to guys that watch golf, they're like, "Oh, Tiger did this. Tiger, what did he finish? Like 5th, 6th, 7th?"
I think the bigger thing was that the TV focused on Tiger the whole time.
That's all it is.
It helped out because Tiger was there. You know what I mean? But he did finish 1, 2. He finished 4th. Tied for 4th. Or tied for 3rd, I guess.
That's just like all you hear, though. It's all Tiger.
Well, that's what people's problem is that.
Well, because that's the guy. He's the guy that makes the paychecks, though. Like when Tiger's there. You're appearing. Everyone else is the money in the pot. At the end of the day, it's more.
The TV ratings are definitely there when Tiger's there.
Sure, so and Tiger was there, and he made his run. You know, because he's never come back from behind to win a major. He's always been leading on the last day. So that was a big factor. Then he comes back from like 5 strokes or 7 strokes down, but the other guy came back to him. McIlroy just said, "Here you go. You guys can have it."
Well, Saturday is what killed Tiger. If he didn't have a bad round on Saturday, then.
And he missed some shots. He missed on 13 and 15 at the Masters are eagle holes, and or scoring holes, and he parred them, and that basically takes you out. If you don't,
said he had 6 3 putts.
Yeah, you know. But some of the 3 putts he has, they're for birdie. Like he had 1 on 15 for a birdie, but he needed that eagle to push him over.
Right.
Because the problem is, like when you're on the course and Tiger hits these shots, the crowd goes bonkers. Like, so you hear that roar, and you know that's a Tiger roar.
Yeah.
It's not a roar for Schwartzel on 16.
As I was saying, how did Luke Donald lose, guys?
Yeah.
Like, what did he do? What was he on the 11?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when Tiger hits that shot, like if he hit an eagle on 13, here he goes. He's 2 strokes up with the lead. Then all of a sudden you see him moving the leaderboard, and those guys have to see it. But you know, it was exciting.
I had a heck of a nap. It was fun.
You kept yelling at Chichi Rodriguez or something. I'm not
well,
sure.
Chichi, wasn't he there?
Just so you know, the Masters, by the way, no sponsors at all when you're there. There's no signs for anything.
So you were saying it was cheap.
$3 beers, $1.50 sandwiches. Loved it.
Would you say the prices haven't gone up since 81?
1983 or 82 or 83.
Looks at all the cups are very like beer, light beer.
It just
imported.
says light beer, domestic beer, or imported. So the imported ones come in a green cup. The lighter domestic are sitting.
That's surprising because
it's like the Bud Light commercials.
How much more money could they make doing?
They say CBS pays so much money for that rights to that tournament because it's there every year that they don't have to worry about sponsors.
Yeah,
and they get the sponsors
but
because there's a couple commercials they can charge more than because it's the Masters and you only have a limited amount of commercials. See you, Ray Ray.
Hey, Ray Ray.
But it's an experience and it's a beautiful course and the hospitality down there was awesome. So if you ever get a chance, or maybe we'll do a barroom blitz from the 18th
from the
hole.
Masters.
From the Masters, there we go.
Yeah.
Just from outside.
I got a green jacket.
We'll do it in the parking lot. We tried that before. We might get kicked out of the Eagles camp. All right, we'll be right back with some more barroom blitz.
.com.